Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for a bit of a play around today because I recently bought a paper pack, which now I can't find. Ah, here it is, buried under all these other papers. Now I've bought some of these kinds of paper packs before. I'm always very drawn to them, where they have the glitter on the patterned papers. So this one, for instance, I mean, I'll just flick through. I don't know how well the glitter actually picks up on camera, I've got to say. We've got this one with like the wood and the glitter's kind of focused on the grain of the wood. And then we've got this one which has actually got glittered dots kind of all over it. And then we've got this one which is, it's hard to say. I can't really tell whether this is glittered literally all over in its entirety or whether it's on the pattern. It's very, very hard to tell. I think it's probably just on the pattern, but yeah, I'm struggling to tell with that one, I'm afraid. Then this one, obviously we've got some glitter on the birds. We've got this one, which again has got the spots. And then we've got this one, which again has got spots. This one, which is actually in stripes. I'm not so keen on the stripes, I've got to say. This one, which they've glittered around the edge of the flowers. If you can see that on the camera. And that's it. So what I thought that we could do is come along with just some of our, you know, this is just really cheap and cheerful glitter. Now I have to say, please, you know, I apologise for the state of this bottle. My daughter has obviously had her hands on this, so I'm struggling to even, you know, salvage any kind of glitter from this because she mixed it obviously with some sort of other rubbish like paint or something. So what I might do is actually have to cut this bottle open. We might be able to scrape some out, but I don't want to kind of waste everyone's time by being really, you know, taking a long time. So let me just see whether I can salvage any, and if not, I'm going to have to obviously cut it, you know, cut it open. So we'll just see. I mean, honestly, I wish you wouldn't do things like this, but you know, anyone who's got children, you'll know nothing is safe, is it? Because children think everything's for them. Even when you've told them 1,000 times, you know, don't touch this, or, you know, this is not for you, they still just think that everything is for them, don't they? And yeah, that's a bit what she does. So, right, let's see whether I can kind of scrape a big dollop out. So I've just got my biggest brush here. I'm just going to kind of like put a big dollop on the desk to work from. I hope that this is all in frame. I mean, this is glitter glue, so, you know, I'm thinking that this is what they've used, something similar, on these paper pads, rather than loose glitter with glue, if that makes sense. But I mean, obviously, you know, I don't know that for sure, but I'm just wondering. So, for instance, here I've got some of my little journaling cards, and they've got the flowers. I've already got glitter somehow on this, so nothing's safe when I've got glitter around. So based on that fact, actually, I probably should move all of these out of the way and do these things one at a time, because otherwise I'm going to have glitter where I don't want glitter. So what I might try and do, I've got quite a small paintbrush here. So I'm just going to go with my glitter and just glitter in around the flowers. So I don't want to kind of paint everywhere. I don't want like the leaves necessarily. You know, glittered up. So I'm going to try and just keep it just the flowers. Oh, and would you believe I've not got my glasses on, perched on the top of my head today? They're always on the top of my head. Not today, and this is the one time that I probably could really have done with them. Oh gosh, so I'm going to have to just, you know, hope for the best. Yeah, just hoping for the best here. So just going in with some glitter over those flowers. Like that. Okay. And obviously going to just continue on the entire pieces, you know, or the entire journaling cards anyway. So I've got quite a lot there, so I can hopefully kind of use that on the other flowers there. Okay. It's quite therapeutic doing this type of thing. Because, you know, unlike painting, you don't have to kind of be really too precise. You know, you're just trying to blob the glue around. Don't get me wrong, maybe I should be being a bit more precise. But, you know, it's got no kind of pressure involved, I suppose. So you can just kind of, you know, do it as you sort of please. So like that. Now these have not been coffee dyed or anything, so I'm just, you know, doing it straight onto here. I don't know what would happen if I tried to coffee dye this after glittering. You know, maybe the glitter glue would kind of lift, I don't know. So if you wanted it coffee dyed, I would probably personally try and coffee dye it first, just because I don't know how the, you know, how the glitter glue would actually respond to becoming soaked and saturated with the glue. So yeah, I would probably do it first, but of course completely, you know, completely up to you guys to sort of have a play if you've got sort of, you know, or maybe you've tried it, maybe you know how it would behave anyway. But yeah, so this is a bit like painting, but you know, obviously with glitter, and we're just blobbing it. So it's, yeah, it's quite nice and quite relaxing to do. Actually, this is quite a nice project that you could do in the evening in front of the TV, to be honest. You could just sit down, you know, with a little bit of glitter glue to the side and a little paintbrush and just a tray, and just, you know, paint a few of these little pieces, you know, just dabbing on and things. I mean, obviously, you know, it's completely silent, so you're not going to be disturbing anyone else if you've got other people in the room with you watching TV, which is the problem with some of the crafts, isn't it? You know, I mean, even when you're fussy cutting, I do sometimes get the odd look, you know, from the kids and things where they're like, Mum, you know, because I might have snipped during a really crucial piece of the plot, you know, and then they have to rewind it. Oh, we missed that bit, Mum, you know. And I mean, some things are even noisier than that, but so I mean, that's kind of those. They look really pretty, don't they? Again, I don't know whether the camera's really picking this up. I really hope it is, but it's always a bit hard to say. So I'm just going to put those to the side to dry. Let me just get my glasses before we go in for the next thing. So yeah, hopefully I can be a bit more precise with my glasses on. Okay, right. Now, what I thought that we could try is I've got my stencils here. Sorry, I'm just grabbing them in sort of on the fly, really. Right, got my stencils here. So I'm wondering if we could kind of stencil, do like a stencil-y design with the glitter. Yeah, I think probably this one would work best if we're doing that. Or maybe this. No, let's go for this one. So, I mean, obviously, again, I haven't done this before. I don't know whether this is going to look good. It might look rubbish. I don't know. Okay, I don't really want to do it on that one. So, what about on this? So this one has been coffee dyed. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm not necessarily too sure it's going to be great over this with the building. So do you know what? I think what I might do is do it in kind of two halves. So we'll do it over here first. Right. So again, I'm probably not going to be doing this in the best way. Thinking... Oh, what am I thinking? Do I think with the brush or with a sponge? Possibly a sponge might be better, but I'm thinking a sponge would be very heavy on the glitter usage, if you see what I mean. Let me try a little bit with the brush. Yeah, I don't think that's really very successful, to be honest, with the brush. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in with the... Ooh. Oh my gosh, I can't pick this up now. With the sponge. So let me just grab in. Got some makeup sponges here. Had these for a really long time, and actually I've got this one that I've already been using with something else. So I won't use the black end that I've already been using, but I'll just dab in with the clean end. Okay. Like that. All around the paper. And again, just like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is quite extravagant on the glitter, it's got to be said. I mean, I'm probably much more aware of it because I haven't got that much glitter left, because obviously my daughter's used a whole bunch of it. So yeah, I mean, the sponge is obviously being much more extravagant with the usage than, like, for instance, just now with that small brush. But then having said that, I mean, we're obviously dabbing on a whole bunch more glitter, aren't we? So, you know, it's bound to be a lot heavier. Just going to peel that off and see. Oh my goodness, that looks gorgeous. Again, I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, and I suspect not brilliantly, which is such a shame because my gosh, that looks so pretty. Right, let me just put a bit more glitter onto the desk. I'm going to have to cut this bottle open, I think, because yeah, I'm struggling to kind of get to it because it's yeah, it's spread kind of all over this side of the bottle. So I'm thinking it would be a lot easier if I cut the bottle open. Right, let's just put this one down here, ready to do the next line. Just going to cut this bottle open. Yeah, I should have really gone and bought some more glitter. However, this was my planned video that I thought this morning, oh, I fancy doing this. And of course, it wasn't until I went to use it that I then discovered that, in fact, I didn't really have a whole bunch left. So yeah, I didn't really have time to then go to the shop. So I do apologise. Right, let's again go in, just dabbing that around like that. Haven't ever used glitter with stencils before. I'm sure probably I'm the last person to catch on. I'm sure probably loads of you have already done that. But yeah, new to me. This is new technique to me. Loving how it looks, must say. Really, really loving it. Okay, I've been much more slapdash with this one. So yeah, very less careful with it. So let's hope I haven't kind of made a big mess. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. Right, let's just move along. Oops, again, just go up there. Okay, and just again, dab that all over. So, yeah, because I really love the look of it, actually, I'm going to go straight over that building as well, because I think, to be honest, it will look fine. I was in, you know, two minds and had my doubts whether it would look very good, but I think it will look good still. So, yeah, let's kind of go over and hope for the best. I might be completely wrong and it look completely awful, but I'm hoping it's going to look good still. Okay. Like that. Right, let's now take that up. Oh, again, I'm just thinking, oh, I hope the camera's picking this up. It looks so pretty. I mean, I can't tell you how lovely this looks right here. Okay, right, so I'm just doing this very edge now. So again, let me just scrape out a bit more glue. Like I say, I mean, the only thing is with doing it this way, I'm using a lot of the glitter glue. You know, so I guess that's something to just be a bit aware of. It is going to zap up your glitter glue quite considerably compared to, you know, if you're just painting on a little bit, dabbing it with the brush. But, you know, you can't always do that because, of course, you know, sometimes that's not kind of the look that you want, is it? So if you're wanting an all over pattern, I think this is, you know, a pretty good way to get an all over pattern on. Right, take that off. Okay, so obviously my stencil is not the full size of the A4 page. So I'm wondering now whether to go in now or whether to wait for it to dry and then do along the bottom. I'll go in now because obviously we are doing the video, and so, you know, it would be nice to be able to do the whole thing, wouldn't it? Rather than, you know, leaving it to your imaginations what it actually looked like when it's finished. So yeah, I mean, obviously please bear in mind that my other glue, glitter glue, is still very wet, so I'm possibly smudging it. But again, I mean, it is only glitter, and therefore, you know, it's not 100% like visible, if you know what I mean. So, you know, you're not really going to be that aware. If it's kind of smudged, it's going to be not too obvious, I'm hoping. I mean, obviously I don't know. Oh, but yeah, that's the hopes. Here we go. Right, So that's my glittered page. I mean, how gorgeous and sumptuous does that look? I love it. Absolutely love it. Right, I'm dabbing my glittery hands all over the back, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, let me put that out the way to dry. Oh, I love how that turned out. It was really, really lovely. Okay, let me just dab my stencil off. Wow, I seem to have got now glitter everywhere. I'm going to go out obviously later and do the school run, and I will be like one of the school projects. They'll think I've been spending the day in the classroom with the kids. To be honest, half the time I probably get to the school and I'm actually messier than the kids. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that is the case. Right, so that's that one. Right, now let's pull in a couple of journaling cards, because I thought also we could do some bits with some journaling cards. So got these couple here. Let me just cut this one down. And then I've got this one. So I mean, again, some are going to work better than others, you know, depending on how you want the pattern to look. If you've got florals, so like this one, going to again just go in with my brush here, just on those flowers, but hopefully not kind of on the leaves too much. So just on the florals themselves, like that. Oh, okay. Again, this hasn't been coffee dyed, so, you know, again, I probably should have coffee dyed it first if I'm likely to want to have it coffee dyed. Which, I mean, I do love, you know, I do love things coffee dyed, as you know. Okay. Like that. A bit there and here. A bit down there. Okay, and then these flowers here. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Again, I don't know whether you can see that. I hope that the camera is picking this up, because otherwise this is just going to be a really very uninteresting video. But oh, that looks so pretty, just dabbed on those flowers. Oh, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm not going to do this one because I'm not sure this one's got enough really obvious florals. Although, I mean, we could do the... Well, let's do that centre kind of bit. So, yeah, let's do like in here. So, I mean, I guess this is a bit like a journaling spot or a frame. I mean, I don't know how journaling over the glitter would be if you were using this to actually journal on. You know, I don't know really how that would be to write over the glitter. Yeah, I don't know, but do that. And then should we do a bit on the flowers as well? So a bit there and a bit there and a bit here, a bit there and there and a bit here. Oh. It's more flowers than I thought on this piece. It's actually smothered in flowers. So, yeah, they were obviously hiding. Couldn't really see. Oh, again, that looks so pretty. I just need to just put a bit more here because it's not that glittery. There we go. Oh, that's gorgeous. Right, let me put that to one side. And let's see if we've got anything else where we could kind of do anything else. You know, for something kind of a bit different. So we've got this one, and I'm thinking on this, we could glitter, say, just the butterflies, or maybe just the butterflies and the flowers, for instance, or something like that. So again, let's just take our glitter and just, you know, fill in basically the whole of those butterflies. So, oops, oh my goodness, I've got a really big sort of blob of glitter that's just, oops, just moving around there. Yeah, I'm just kind of dragging it about on that butterfly. Oh dear. Okay. So again, on here. Okay. Again, just pick that up and just check how it's looking. I just go around that edge of that butterfly. A bit more in the centre, I think. Let me put my glasses on. I've dug them out of my bag and I still didn't put them on. What a pointless waste of time that was. I just put them on the top of my head. You know, they're not really doing an awful lot on there, are they? I mean, other than acting like a bit of a headband, you know. I do wear my glasses as a headband, I've got to confess. Okay. There we go. And then round there. Oops. Okay. Oh, I think it's about to chuck it down with rain. Okay. So that's the butterflies. Now I'm just wondering, do we want to do it on the flowers as well or just the butterflies? Should we do it on the flowers as well, just for a bit more, you know, a bit more interest? So yeah, I'm just, you know, picking up little bits on the flowers. Don't necessarily want to go around the entire flower. You know, so we just kind of pick up little bits. And again, down here. Trying not to go onto the leaves of the flower, just more on the, you know, the pink, the centre of the flowers. Okay. Oops. Like that. Again, I've got just a big gluey blob of glitter that I'm just moving about. Okay, let's just pick that up. Oh, that looks so pretty, I must say. Right, and I'm just going to turn it round to just do this one. The reason I've just turned it round is just because obviously otherwise it might be off camera. So yeah, just to keep it in frame, just turn the paper round. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks so pretty. Now, do we want to just go down with some tiny little bits into, you know, the smaller flowers that are just kind of going off? Should we just do that? Just thought, otherwise, did they look suddenly like the glitter just finished? And then those other smaller pink flowers looked a little bit weird because they didn't really tie in them with the big ones, if you see what I mean. Yeah, maybe they needed a little bit of glue as well. So again, just go in here and then a bit here. Okay. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I love it. So that's those. And then the other thing that I thought that we could do is, you know, if you want to kind of go a step further than even decorating up like your digitals or, you know, your scrapbook papers. So I've got these gorgeous papers that we made recently. These are, you know, the ones that I did with my inks. So I'm just going to take this one. Again, probably because I'm hoarding them and this is my least favourite one. So, oops, sorry for all the rustling around. I'm just trying to tuck them back so that I'm vaguely tidy. So here I've got these gorgeous butterflies, and what I thought we could do is just stamp the butterflies out and then glitter the butterflies. So probably going to use, oh, let's have a look. I'm going to try these with the saddle brown. I don't know whether the saddle brown is going to really show up enough, but let's give it a try. So let me just get a block, and I'm going to use this one. I love this butterfly. So, okay. Right, I don't know if this is going to really show on this purple, so let me just stamp it off over here on the white space. Okay, hopefully it's going to look all right. So, just going to stamp a bunch of these. Oh, it's not looking so good now, is it? It's not really standing out too much. That one's a little bit better. I think I'm going to have to go with the black, I think, which is a bit annoying. I will just try. I've got the saddle brown, sorry, the timber brown. The only thing is mine's a little bit dry. It's, you know, I'm in need of a new one, so it's not as dark as it should be now. So it might not show up from that point of view. But we'll just give it a try. Just because, yeah, for some reason I'm not feeling the black. I'm kind of feeling more the brown. I feel like the black's just going to be a bit too solid for this. Oops, missed that totally. I'm not going to go back in and stamp it. I know that's the, you know, the point of the clear stamps is that you could then go and over stamp it, but to be honest, I'm not really very accurate when I do that, so it's probably better I don't, rather than just muck it up completely. Oh gosh, now look, I've done it again. Well, let's put my glasses on and give it a try. It's not helping because my, oh gosh, my block is so not clear. Oh, see? Couldn't really see through the block enough, so, oh well. Let's just carry on. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay, and then over here. And we can probably just get a couple more in here. So one there and one there. Oh my goodness, how pretty are those? So I know I've shown these stamps before, but these are just some stamps which I'd got from Amazon. Can't remember now the brand of them, but they were very cheap. They weren't a brand I don't think that I'd heard of before. They were, yeah, if you just put in clear butterfly stamps, this is in the UK anyway. Hopefully they should come up. I think they were about £6. And that's how they look. Okay. Right, let's move those out of the way. So again, what I'm thinking is we could now go in, we could possibly distress them so they've got sort of a bit of different sort of coloration to them. So let me get rid of this stencil out of the way. Although now I'm thinking, should we try this stencil over like a whole bunch of them? Should we try that? It's probably going to look rubbish, but hey, we're just here playing, aren't we? And, you know, you don't know if you don't try, do you? So, yeah, let's go over and give that a try. But before I do, I just wanted to ink them up so they look a little bit more vintage. Oh, now I can't see my walnut stain anywhere. Here it is. Okay, it's just buried over there. Right, let's just see how this is going to look. So yeah, just going to kind of go in. This is my Distress Oxide in Walnut Stain. So I'm just going over a bunch of them here. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, right. Let's go over like that. Probably, yeah, probably to about here. So then I'll have to just do the whole of that butterfly, otherwise it's in patches. Right. And then I'm going to take my stencil. Oh, this is just what we call crafting on the fly, isn't it? You know, we're just experimenting completely. You know, which is great fun, obviously. So, yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Right, let me just dollop out a whole nother bit of glue. Get my sponge. And then just again, take my stencil and just going over the whole lot. So, I mean, this, I would probably use this then like a background paper rather than cut out the individual butterfly. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. It might look awesome as a cut out butterfly. I don't know. You know, I haven't done this before. Oops, let me just get a bit more glue out. Like I say, I mean, obviously, if I had normal squirty glue here rather than this mucked up clumps, you know, then I'm sure that this would be a bit better because I would have just been able to squirt out a bunch and, you know, I wouldn't be being so extravagant with it. But now I'm having to dollop it out in clumps. Of course, it's, yeah, not being very conservative with my usage. Okay, right. Let's peel that off and see how that looks. Oh, that's not worked at all. I don't know if you can see that, but I've lost the identity completely of where those swirls are. It's now just become one great big giant glitter thing. So I'm just going to again wipe my stencil over, clean that glitter off as best I can. Okay, and off the back, whoops, like that. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, right. So yeah, that was not really successful. Not really kind of, you know, great. So I'm going to go in this time, you know, as I'd originally intended, and just try and do like maybe, I mean, maybe we could just even edge the butterfly. Again, let me pull my glasses down so I can be a bit more precise. So, oops. Like just down kind of those edge type pieces, maybe here. And I mean, don't forget, you know, if you're going to be doing these and then cutting them out, it doesn't really matter if you go over the lines or over the edge, you know, this edge, because you're going to be cutting it out anyway. So it's not really kind of the end of the world if you've done that. And then just fill in 1 or 2 bits. Just for, you know, a bit of extra pattern going on. Okay, so that's that one. I mean, that looks quite pretty. So this one, let's try this one doing the whole thing. I mean, this is actually moving that Distress Oxide out around quite a fair bit, to be honest. So I'm now thinking I would have preferred this without Distress Oxiding it, you know, because I think it would have had a better sort of colour without that. But again, you know, it's all just trial and error really. We're just having a play and seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. So until you come to do it, you just don't know, do you? And I will go into the edges, I think, because yeah, otherwise it seemed like it just stopped sort of in nowhere. So let's just go around there like that, and then just need to be careful not to just lay my arm into this, because wow, I will just have one glittery arm. I'll practically be like a fairy then, you know, just, yeah, just look like some big glittered fairy. Okay, right. Okay, let me just see how that looks. Okay, well, he's pretty thoroughly glittered there, so I do think he's really lovely. It's a bit of a shame because obviously, you know, I'm going to have to wait for these to dry really before I can cut them out. Shall I cut one out and then glitter it so as we can see a bit more how it's going to look? So let's cut this one out, because otherwise I'm just thinking, you know, you won't really be able to see again how it's going to look, because it will drag on past the end of the video. So let's just cut this one straight out. So again, I just cut those antennas off. Yeah, doesn't bother me, just, you know, tampering around with nature and its natural appearance. Hey, if it makes, you know, cutting it easier, who cares? Okay. So again, I might just cut those long bits off, because, you know, again, it's easier for cutting. Plus, to be honest, I'm not sure how durable they would be once they're cut out. And he's also got that long taily thing, so I'm just going to cut that off as well. No end to my mutilation today. I know. If Laura is watching, Laura Gowdry, if you're watching, I'm sure you're going to be chuckling and knowing exactly where I'm coming from with this, because, wow, she's like a fellow mutilator. She's always mutilating her things to put in her journals as well, and we do laugh when she comments. We do have a giggle about it, I must say. It just always makes me really laugh. You know, we just sound so terrible that we've cut a foot here and an arm there. This is how Laura describes it. It just makes me laugh so much. She's cut a foot here and an arm there, and, you know, maybe a beak off of something, and oh, it's just very funny. Okay. Right, let's just get that on. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh gosh, I can't now pick it up. Got nowhere to pick it up now because it's so glittery. Right, just going to go in with a bit more, dabbing it on. Oh, that is such a pretty butterfly, isn't it? So again, just going to kind of dab that glitter in a bit more. Okay. How pretty does that look? Again, I really just hope that the camera is picking this up because, wow, it looks so gorgeous. Right, let's put it there. Oh, hopefully the camera's picking it up. It looks so pretty. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, not the most difficult of tasks or anything like that, but just, you know, hopefully a few little ideas there of different ways that you can use glitter in your journals. I mean, these are so pretty. So I'm just going to pull in the bits that we've done. Hopefully you can kind of see that. They're just gorgeous. I mean, love how this one looks with those flowers. Again, just really hope it's coming out on screen. You know, absolutely love how that butterfly looks. I think we've had a bit of a flop, really, if I'm truthful, with this one. Although, you know, we can always cut these butterflies out, I guess. But yeah, they're not really as I'd hoped. But we can now glitter the, you know, entire thing. We glittered this entire page with that stencil. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much I love this. I'm just going to dab that off because we had a really thick bit of glitter. Yeah, I can't tell you how much I love this. This looks so beautiful. And it looks exactly like a glittered paper that would come, you know, in a paper pack. It's so pretty. Yeah, really love that. Now, as I say, this one has been coffee dyed. So whether or not the coffee dye is, you know, aiding it, not aiding the glitter, I mean, but aiding the finishing look. Because a lot of those papers, for instance, that I showed you in the pad, if I just pull them back in. Oops, wherever I put that pad now. Which of course now I can't see it. Oh, what did I do with that? Okay, it's under here. Oops. Oh, now look what I've done. Oh, crisis. Okay, well thankfully I don't think I wiped any glitter off, but just dab a bunch more on just in case. Okay, he's like super glittered now. He like weighs a ton because he's got so much glitter on him. Yeah, because this is like a vintage pack. So for instance, these, I mean, they look a bit like they have been coffee dyed first, don't they? So if I just kind of pull in my one, do you see what I mean? They've both got very similar coffee dyed type appearance. So yeah, and to be honest, I mean, I think this looks equally as good as this one. So that's that. And then the first one that we did, of course, was those beautiful little journaling cards. Again, I don't know whether they're actually dry now. No, they're still slightly tacky in places, so I can't really kind of play with those. But, you know, we just picked up the flowers. And so, again, I mean, these are actually on just copy paper. As you can see, I've got things printed on the back. But, you know, we could just cut these out and glue them onto, you know, some thicker card or whatever to make little journaling cards. They just look super pretty, don't they? So, yeah, I hope it's given you a bit of inspiration and, you know, a few ideas of some other things to do with your glitter. And yeah, have fun having a bit of a play around. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.